Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Vladi. Vladi is from Sofia in Bulgaria. So let's see what Vladi has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hello, William. How are you, my
Hello.
friend?
Hello, Vlad. I'm very well. How are you doing today?
Fine, fine. I'm glad we're having this call.
Say again?
I'm very glad we're having this call.
Amazing. Yes. Thank you so much for taking the time today for the interview. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
No problem, my man.
So tell me, how's your day been so far? Anything exciting for the day?
My day, it's been one of the busiest days of my week. Actually, I had quite the work. Plus, I'm working with online clients. I'm renovating the place, so it's been quite the mess. So I was very, very looking forward to this call with you, so I can just get some peace and quiet and some nice chilling time, let's say.
Amazing, amazing. I'm glad that you
Right.
took the time today to kind of relax a bit in the end of the day. Thanks so much. So tell me where you're
No
from,
worries, man.
buddy.
Excuse me, where I'm from?
Yeah, where are you from?
Right now I reside in Bulgaria, which is very hot. It's summer here, so we had the highest temperature in years. It's been 40 degrees the past few days, so it's unbearable.
Wow.
Actually, yeah.
We had this temperature, like the highest temperature last week, Monday, Tuesday last week was the highest in London. Everyone was like, my God, it was really hard.
Right.
Yeah, but now it's cooling down a little bit now. This week it's been cool, like some kind of windy, fresh air. But last week was very, very difficult to live day by day.
Right. By the way, I love the accent. What's your background?
Brazil. I'm from Brazil.
Brasil, é o meu irmão. Como
Yeah.
vai? Eu falo pouco português.
Ah, é?
Ah, sim.
And why? Why Portuguese? Why did you learn Portuguese?
I didn't learn it, which is a big foul of my part, but I promise I will. I am a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Actually, I used to compete a lot and I was very familiar with the Portuguese or the Brazilian culture. And when me and my wife, we went to Portugal and I was really, really trying not to speak English there. So I knew just a little bit of Portuguese and of course you're mixing words here and there, but overall we managed to get 2 weeks of minimum English and a lot of Portuguese, so that's how aren't you a little cold in England? How do you manage to enjoy the weather there?
I mean, I got used to it.
Really?
I
couldn't get used to it with all the rain and wind. I like it to keep it here in the south where it's warmer and I have very quick access to the beach, let's say.
Vladi, in Bulgaria is the place where you're born?
No, I'm actually born in a neighboring country of Macedonia, but I live here now with my wife and I often transition from here to Cyprus. So, like I said, we like it Mediterranean and hot here. We enjoy the beach and summer. So in the winters, we are under 5 blankets with the heating system on constantly and just waiting for the winter to pass so we can enjoy summer again. Or we go to vacation where it's warm.
So all your family are back in Macedonia?
Yes, they are.
I see. I'll tell you something now. I had some guests from Cyprus. I had guests from Bulgaria, but you are my first guest from Macedonia.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, I have like almost 700 people on the show, and you are my first guest of Macedonia. As you are from Macedonia, tell me a little bit about the country. Tell me what's the biggest difference between Macedonia and Bulgaria, if there is any.
Not a lot of difference, to be honest. The mentality, the people are always welcoming to tourists. The food is amazing. Maybe it's a little bit better in Macedonia because they still keep it fresh and the best food is not exported, but it's kept for the people. So yeah, if there is one big difference is the food, I would say. If you ever come to the Balkans, my friend, just eat like there is no tomorrow, because you will not find better foods than here. Trust me. I've traveled all around the world, and the Balkan food is amazing.
I see. And I believe that you moved to Bulgaria because of your wife.
No, we're actually both from Macedonia, but we moved because we wanted a change. We got bored in Macedonia, let's say.
I see.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit. I know you are involved with the fitness world. Tell me a little bit about your career. You are a nutritionist as well. So tell me a little bit about your journey.
Yes, I'm a certified nutritionist and a strength coach as of recent. I used to work with live clients at first, but then I decided that I need more clients and that I can achieve the same result with the clients by working online as if I'm with them in the gym. So I started working online for a couple of years now. I have had a lot of clients, all of them satisfied. None of them got injured during trainings, which is my proudest achievement. And yeah, it's that's my daily life.
Amazing. Okay,
Plus,
so
sorry to interrupt you. It's also a good thing that I get to reach people from all around the world. For example, I have clients from USA, from South Korea, even, and yeah, managing different time zones and getting to know people from all around the world it's amazing.
I think nowadays with technology like Zoom or technology, it's much easier for us to connect with the world, to expand our job around the world. I think that's the best part of the technology that we live right now.
It really is. Yeah, I agree.
Amazing. Okay, Vlad, so through the journey, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your job, about your career, and also about yourself. Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Well, I think so. I'm a very shy person, but what the hell. Let's try.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. Random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to get a bit in the mood before the first question. Let's do it.
Cool.
Vlad, so through the game, there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, okay?
Yes, of course.
Okay, first question for you is, what is the most memorable lesson you learned from your parents?
From my parents? Oh, maybe to always stay humble and not brag when at my highest point and not get discouraged on my lowest points maybe, and yeah, just to stay humble. I think that's the greatest lesson they've given me.
Amazing. And do you have siblings as well?
Yes, I do. I have a sister, an older sister.
Back in Macedonia?
Yeah, she lives there.
Amazing. And what's the biggest difference between both of you, and what's the biggest similarity?
We're both very stubborn, I would say. And maybe I'm a bit more decisive than her. She's a bit more, yeah, she calculates a lot before making a decision, and I'm a bit of a impulsive, let's say.
I see. All right.
Right.
Next question. Let's do it. Hey, Vlad, from Macedonia. Next question for you is, what is the strangest or the funniest gift have you ever received?
Whoa. I would probably say it's I had a pre-paragliding lesson. It was a gift from my mom for my birthday, and she gave me a paragliding lesson. I was like, what the hell, when I saw it, and I couldn't have imagined me doing something like that. But yeah, it was very fun. Being all the way up in the air just by a thin strings holding you up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just said, oh, yeah, you only live once, so why not?
Amazing.
Yeah.
And how old are you when she gave you that?
Oh, wasn't that far ago. So maybe I was 26 at the time. Yeah, I'm 31 now, so
Amazing.
5 years ago, I guess. Or yeah, 4.
Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Right. Before the next question, tell me 2 questions in one. The first one is, what do you like the most about being in your job, all together with the fitness, nutritionist? What's the best part of it? And of course, there's always a challenging part as well. What that would be?
Well, as far as the most satisfying part of my job is getting results for my clients, I could not tell you how much it fills my heart when I see my clients happy. And I always say, don't take pictures, just see the before and after. But before and after is like the judgment day when we compare the pictures after a long period of diet and nutrition plan. And when we compare it and when I see how satisfied the client is and the transformation they made, it's really fills my heart. You cannot buy that. And the most challenging thing is, of course, as any job, this job also has some challenges. Not all clients are the same. I do have some difficult clients as well, where we need to go over the same topics and really need to be supportive, even though the client doesn't help. But yeah, in the end of the day, of course, we get the job done, but there are some bumps in the road, let's say.
And most of your clients, they are female or male or a mix of them?
Well, at first I used to work with males mostly because, of course, all of them want to get the summer body, let's say. But after just a few years, I did start to have more female clients. So right now I'm at 50-50, to be honest. Yeah.
I see.
So half of my clients are females and male.
All right. Okay.
Right.
Next question for you is, in your opinion, what do you think people need to know about each other before they get married?
That's a good one. Yeah. I think the living habits. I think people need to live together at least for a while before they officialize their relationship, or because it's very different when you're boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever. But when you start sharing a home, that's where the challenges come. That's where our challenge come for me and my wife, and most of the people that I know went through the.
I totally agree with you. And actually, someone would ask me this question, I would say the same thing, because, as you said, as a couple, girlfriend, boyfriends, you always, you know what I mean? You don't spend a lot of time together. Of course, sometimes sleep together, sometimes eat there. But when you start literally sharing the same bed like 24 hours or play all the time, that's when you're gonna see the little habits that you just see when you are living together. You know what I mean?
Agree.
I've heard so many cases like through my life that people, they were together like for so many years as a boyfriends, couples. When they got married, after less than a year, they broke up.
Oh, that's it.
So you know what I mean?
No vacations, nothing cannot compare with it. I heard people say, "Oh, but we are going on vacation every year. We don't need to live together." No. You do need to live together at least for a couple of months before you make the next move.
Again, there are no rules, of course. People they can still work out, but I would suggest that because the little habits you always once you just see it. Like day by day, like live. The little one is just day by day live. You spend time together.
Yeah, they start to annoy you. Yeah. But you are annoying as well, so it's a compromise here and there. There has to be a compromise, right?
Absolutely. Next one, let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, what was your favorite part about school?
Favorite part about school? Skipping classes. To be honest, yeah, that was my favorite part. It was like a ritual. I could not wait to skip a class just to go behind the school and drink coffee with my friends. That was like we were gods when we did that, and it's so stupid, I know. But back then, when we were little kids and we skipped school, we thought that we were the yeah.
Saying
We
that,
thought we
Vlad,
were badass, and right now, if I could go back, I would just pull my ear and sit back to the classroom. Yeah,
I think all of us, we had those moments in lives when you just want to
right.
skip the school for some reason. But saying that, did fitness always be around your life, or you always loved fitness?
Well, yeah, I am a kid from the 90s, so I grew up watching Rambo and Jacques-Claude Van Damme and all the other action figures that were very fit at the time. So yeah, I always knew that I was gonna end up like this, let's say. So I started working out from a very young age, and I got serious about 11, 12 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do you train every single day, or you have some rest days? How is your schedule?
I don't have rest days, at least not for now. Maybe in the future, I don't know how family situation will be. Maybe, but for now, I'm working out every day, and 5 of the 7 days in the week, I actually work out twice a day. I do, like I said, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which I love, and some boxing and fitness in the morning. So.
Ooh, very
Yeah.
heavy. Wow.
You get
But
used
I mean,
to it. It's not that hard.
absolutely. And again, when you do something that you like it, you don't,
Right.
you know what I mean? You just see the good thing about it, the positive part. You don't see the tiredness, or when you're tired.
Yeah,
just
people
go for
usually
it.
ask me, how are you not tired and just sleep midday? But I don't know. You get used to it. I only sleep at night. I literally don't have time to sleep during the day. I work out in the morning, then work with clients, then read and educate myself, because that's a never-ending process. You need to stay on top of the game, because the competition will eat you up if you don't upgrade yourself constantly.
That's
And
so
yeah, in the evenings I do martial arts and spend some time with my wife.
amazing. Very good.
Can't
Ready for another
complain.
one?
Yeah, go.
Let's do it. Another question. Oh, look, the Macedonia moves, eh?
No, that's actually Hollywood, but
Before the next question, Vlad, I know that being a nutritionist, I'm sure you have a lot of, your diets, your food must be always controlled and everything. What is your guilt pleasure food? Something that you go like, my God,
Pizza.
I can
Pizza.
Yeah?
Pizza, yeah, I can't get enough of it. And I try to stay away from it, but from time to time I just go, oh, what the hell? And we order 3 pizzas and I eat 2.5 of them. But yeah, when it's like a budget. If you've kept enough, if you kept your budget and you have enough savings, you can let yourself go from time to time, but not go overboard. So yeah, I stay on track for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I can afford to have a pizza here and there. So
any special flavor pizza or any pizza?
Yes, quattro formaggi, which means in Italian is 4 cheeses.
I love it.
I can't get enough of it, man.
I love it as well.
I've eaten that pizza in Italy, in Napoli actually, and in Sicilia, and oh my God, yeah. For all the pizza lovers out there, search for Italian pizza delivery in your town. Order some quattro formaggi tonight.
Ooh, it would be a good meal for sure.
Yeah, I may order one after this interview, but yeah.
Next question for you is, what is the happiest day in your life so far, and why you consider that?
So far? Well, maybe the day when I proposed to my wife, I would say.
So tell me how it happened, if you can share.
Yeah, we were in a vacation in the Maldives actually. So actually, funny story. We were planning to, or I was planning to propose on the evening before, and I had my ring, which was in a big box in my jeans, and it was sticking out. So I tried to hide it any way I can. And my wife took forever to get ready for the dinner in the resort. And by the time she got out with all the makeup and hair, it was already dark. And I wanted to catch just the last bit of sun. So it's very
Oh,
romantic for her, of course. And I just couldn't feel it that day. I said, I'm not doing it today. And I struggled to hide the ring for the whole remainder of the evening. But the next day, I managed to push her to get ready sooner, so I get the last bits of sunset. And I tried to get her attention to the sunset or whatnot. So when she turned around, I was on my knees, and yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's romantic and beautiful as well. My goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the emotion was a lot of emotions. We're nervous. I'm sure she was a bit nervous as well. I mean,
I
she was
wasn't that
very...
nervous because we were very much in love. So, but yeah, I was very preoccupied or obsessed with making it a special moment for her. So
Oh.
I hope I did so.
I'm sure you did. My goodness.
Because for myself, I am happy when things happen to me, but I'm more happy when I make other people happy. So I'm that kind of person. Yeah.
Oh, very sweet. Thanks for sharing that. I'm sure she's smiling now watching this interview. I'm sure she's smiling right now.
Oh, she's in the other room, but yeah, I may get a hug later.
Next question. Let's do it. Hey, Vladi from Macedonia. Next question for you is, what is your all-time favorite band and why?
Huh. All-time favorite band. Can I have a couple?
What's the first one that came to your mind? The first or the second?
Well, throughout the periods of my life, I transitioned from rock to metal, then to more Spanish and Latino hits, and I don't know. So let's say from the rock and metal groups, I would say Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
And from the other side, or the more fun dancing part of the music business, I would say Enrique Iglesias.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know it's a bit of a contrast, but yeah. When I was in high school, I was a metalhead, and after that, I started to wear shirts. Enrique Iglesias all the way, so yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I actually enjoy Brazilian music, but I can't think of a band. I can think of a couple of songs, so I like samba.
Samba?
Yeah, who doesn't?
I remember growing up and listening to Judy Iglesias as well. I remember my dad was a big fan of his dad.
Julio Iglesias?
Yeah, his dad, like the Julio.
Oh yeah,
I
like him as well, right?
Yeah, I remember my dad listened to his songs and was like, "Oh my God, that voice is unique and very Latino as well." So I remember that. It brings me to my childhood memories for sure.
Yeah, Baila Morena. That's a nice song.
You don't even know the name. Wow, amazing.
Wow.
Next question, let's do it. Right, before the next question, as you are my first guest from Macedonia, tell me, I've never been there before, tell me if I would go to the country, what is the place that I should visit, or what's the place that is a must to see?
Well, there is a small town near a lake, or on the shore of a lake. It's called Ohrid, and it's my top choice for Macedonia. It's a very small town, very old town. It has a fortress and everything, and the most delicious food, and it has a very nice climate as well. So it's in the summers, it's you have to enjoy this clean air, and it's not that hot, so you're sweating all over like I'm doing here right now in Sofia. But it's very chill. You can, yeah. And the lake is amazing. So if you ever go to Macedonia, just skip the capital because it's a disaster, I would say. Some of your Macedonian listeners might get mad, but oh well. But go to Ohrid. It's a very nice town. It's a very old town. Amazing food, people, climate, everything.
And how far is from the capital?
It's a 2-hour drive.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not that far. get a nice car, you get there in an hour and a half. So
amazing. Okay, next question for you is, if you could meet yourself, yeah, when you were 15 years old again, which advice would you give to yourself?
When I'm 15, I would say get more serious with the fitness right away, because when I was 15, it was my high school days. So I, like any high school kid, so I smoked, not regularly, but yeah, here and there. I drank alcohol, which I don't do now. So I guess there are periods of that, and everybody goes through a period of maybe smoking and drinking. But I would just slap myself and say, start implementing a serious fitness life right away. Don't wait till later stages. So yeah,
I see.
That is what I would say. And maybe wait for the Bitcoin to come out and buy a lot.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's maybe my second advice to my 15-year-old self.
You would say, like, you know what, in the future, the Bitcoin is gonna come up. Please, just as soon as you heard Bitcoin, just get yourself into it straight away.
Yeah, get a couple of million Bitcoins, even though they may cost you a fortune, like 100 euros back in the day.
Anyway, I wish as well I could go back in time and give this advice myself.
Right.
Anyway, meant to be this way. Next one, let's do it. Okay, Vlad, the next question for you is:
shoot.
If you could have been in a moment or event in history, yeah, which one that would be and why?
Oh, I love history, my man. You got me there on the ropes. I could point out a couple of history moments. I would probably, where do I start? I would go back to maybe Napoleon's era and be there on the Battle of Waterloo. I would love to see that one. I would go in Sarajevo in 1914 when the First World War started and actually stop the assassin who started it all. Yeah, that would be it. And maybe I would go back in the Cold War era, and I would just like to live those moments of the Cuban crisis, just see what the fuss was all about, because it was a very difficult age. Every day on the news, that was a madness that the world would end at any moment, and just to feel the atmosphere at that time.
Amazing. So you said that you always loved history.
I love history. Yeah? I could be a historian right away.
Wow.
That's all I read in my free time.
Oh, wow. That was your favorite school subject as well?
Yes. Chemistry and history, right. And physics.
Wow.
But history is like, I still learn as of yesterday. For example, when in my free time, I usually play a documentary online on, I don't know, maybe a random subject like the Mongols or Poland in World War I or something like that. Some random subject that nobody cares, but yeah.
Amazing. That's interesting. I think when you love history, you can go on and on and on. There's always some topic.
Oh, don't get me started, man. My wife was literally amazed on how much I knew when we went to Rome and we went to the Colosseum. I was like a kid in Disneyland. I was like, oh my God, the Colosseum. This is where the gladiators prepared for battle. This is where they took out the dead gladiators. This is where the animals come from.
Amazing.
It was like a little kid in Disneyland. Right.
Amazing. Lucky her.
Yeah.
Lucky her to have you around to give her all this information.
Yeah. Otherwise, she wouldn't have anybody to bore her to death about history.
Next question, Vladi. Let's do it. All right. Next question for you is: what is the best advice have you ever given?
Yeah, I can probably think of one, because that's the best advice I was given. Is not do what you don't want people to do to you. Oh, that was horrible. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
Never do stuff that you don't want.
Never do anything to.
Yeah.
Never do something to someone that you don't want somebody to do it to you.
So don't do stuff that you don't want to be done on you. Let's say it's either behavioral things or others. Yeah, maybe something like that.
No, totally agree. I think you should always like treat people the way you want to be treated. Yeah, always.
That is the correct phrase. Thank you very much.
No, I mean, there's different ways
treat people
to say.
The way you want to be treated. Right.
Yeah, but the way you said as well is right. It's always, you know what I mean? There are always different ways to say, but the message is always the same. I think we should always treat people, you know what I mean, the same way that you just want to be treated, that want to people to, you know what I mean, treat you. I think there's a very very simple way of
right.
You know,
always makes you think twice before you do something or say something or
absolutely.
Yeah.
As they say, it's like karma, isn't it? Whatever you do is gonna go back to you. So if you wanna do good things, if you wanna like have a good life, do good things to people. That's what I believe. Good. Ready for another one?
Sure.
Let's do it. Next question.
Always.
But before the next question, in your opinion, what with the COVID crisis, what's the biggest impact that brought to the fitness world with the COVID crisis, and what's the most negative part that brought at the same time, in your opinion?
For the fitness industry?
Yeah, fitness industry.
Well, the best part is, of course, the online business, which has boomed with the COVID. Before it was okay, but after the COVID, it skyrocketed. And the worst part of the COVID for the fitness industry is when the gyms were closed. That was the biggest issue. I know from myself, I didn't have anything to work, so I was also doing some variations at home with the equipment I have. And for example, here in Bulgaria, even you weren't allowed to work out in the parks at the beginning, so that was a bummer. And people always ask me, oh, hey, how do I replace this exercise with that one? Unfortunately, you can't replace a well-equipped gym. Of course, there are levels to this thing. So for the advanced athletes, it was very hard to work with. And for the beginners, you can always replace the gym equipment with home equipment. But yeah, I would say that was the most difficult part when the gyms were closed. Luckily now, as far as I know, all my clients have access to gyms. So
yeah, I remember. My goodness, it's like a therapy. Going to the gym is like a therapy for your mental health, for everything. So
look at me, I'm like a Jello. I'm always smiling. I'm really nervous or impulsive.
Absolutely. So. And I think me too. I go to the gym like quite often as well. And for me, it was really hard, not just with other people, because you know what I mean. Huh?
Do you work out?
Not like you. I don't have a body like yours, like proper, you know what I mean? But I just like to be fit. I love like running. I love doing exercise just to keep myself fit and with my mental health in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep doing it. Yeah. Some physical activity is mandatory.
It's
any physical activity, either running or...
Yep. No, yes, yeah, I totally understand. And I grew up playing volleyball as well for years, always playing volleyball. So back in Brazil, you know, I think Brazilian people, we have this, I don't know if it's because of the weather, because of the sports, but we've been raised in a way with this mindset of doing exercise. I remember, my God, I was doing exercise like literally every single day, and I loved it. Right. It was like joy. It was a joy, you know what I mean?
So no football?
I played a little bit, but volleyball was my thing. Volleyball was something that, you know what I mean? But football, I think every Brazilian people, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm asking.
we play. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're not good or if you're, you know, but at least one point in your life, you play football. It's impossible not to try, at least try it. It is in our blood.
Right.
Right. Next question for you is, tell us something interesting about yourself.
I can solve the Rubik's Cube in less than 18 seconds. Not
Oh my
many people
God.
can do that. Haha. No, I'm
That's very
joking.
interesting.
Yeah. I speak 5 languages. Maybe that's an interesting point.
That's very interesting. Which one? Which is English?
English, of course, as you can probably guess. But yeah, I speak also Bulgarian, Serbo-Croatian, Macedonian, Spanish, and English. And I'm trying to learn some German, Portuguese as well. But it's hard when you're not implementing it constantly. So I'm trying to watch some TV series, some movies as well.
Wow.
I have clients who are German, of course. I try to always converse in German, but it's very hard. For example, when I finish with my German clients and I have a client from the US, my tongue is literally stuck. I can't speak a word of English because it's right away you have to switch to the next one.
Oh
but
my
yeah.
God. Amazing. Very good. Right. Now I have 3 questions left for you. Okay, Vladi? Let's do it.
Yeah, shoot.
Before the next one, tell me a little bit about your book. It's called The Alpha and Omega of Diets. Does that say right?
All right. Yeah, it's a book that I'm very proud of, and it's a work in progress still because in my industry, or my industry, in the nutrition industry, there are a lot of researchers who come out even monthly, and you have to be really updated with the latest information. So when I published the book, it was with the latest information in 2020. So right now I'm editing it and I'm uploading a new version of the same book, which is updated with all the latest researches that came out in the last 2 years. Sorry.
Wow.
But yeah, it's 100 pages and it's very simple to read. It's not one of those boring books that you're like, okay, let me get to the interesting part. Or it's very easy to read, and it's my experience from where I started, and it's mostly oriented towards keto, the fasting, the high carb and low fat diets, and energy balance, which is the king of nutrition. So yeah, anybody who likes to get some beginner's guide to food and nutrition, I highly recommend it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Next question is, what is one thing you can't live without?
Apart from people, or? Of course, I can't live without my family. I love them to death, so that's a given. But apart from my family, I would say fitness. For example, when I'm not able to work out due to either sickness or other external factors, it's like, yeah, I'm a different person. It's like, just shoot me. I'm not worthy of being around. I'm moody, I'm depressed, I'm not the very, very funny and smiley and easygoing guy to be around, because I'm always pleasant to be around, let's say. But when I am not working out, oh my God, just leave me in a room and
it changed your mood.
Yeah. For example, last time when I was that movie was when I got COVID, of course. So I was fit, but I couldn't work out because my doctor forbade me to. And it was a week of just sitting on my lazy and watching TV, and I hated myself.
It was
and
hard.
everybody else. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, without fitness, I'm a half human. Right.
Thank God, now you're back to normal again, on track.
Yeah. Of course.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Right, next question for you is, if you meet someone sad in the streets, what would be your advice or your approach to this person?
Well, I would firstly ask why that person is sad, and after that, I would say that everything has a solution, which is which I believe it's true. I believe that everything is solvable, and you just do not need to, or you must not approach it with emotions, but rather with conscious mind, and just find a way to work it out. And if it's not solvable, then it's not. There is no point of being sad or cry about it. For example, I would just go back to my, let's say, to my childhood, or when I got I had a knee surgery, for example. I couldn't work out because of the knee surgery. So I was like, okay, so now what? I have a month of recovery. What can I do in that month? So let's force the education. And I started reading books and educate myself further and further, because I knew that I had a 1 month of not working out and recovery. So I might as well just make the best of it, make the most of it. So that's my advice to anybody who's sad. Just, if you can change it, go and change it. Just don't sit around and cry. But if you can't change it, make the most of it and get out of as many benefits from the situation as you can. And emotions down, and turn on your brain and conscious and approach it mathematically. Solve the problem.
It's a good point, Vlad. I think as well. I think you can always find a solution, a situation that you are living. You know what I mean? You always can find something to distract yourself, or to learn something, educate yourself in something. There's always something you can do to distract yourself, to put yourself in a better place. Totally agree. Ready for the last one?
Yeah, can't believe we're the last one, but it's been very fun.
Oh, next question. Let's do it. Okay, but before the last question, 2 questions in one. Yeah, the first one is, do you think nowadays, with the world we live in right now, people, they are more care about their food, what they eat, how they look after themselves, in your opinion? And also, the other part of the question is, people watch the interview. Would you like to start a career as a nutritionist? What would be your best piece of advice?
To be honest, for the first one, people are generally the same as before. So some people like to work out and take care of themselves, and some people don't. And you can't just approach a person and say, hey, you need to work out or eat less or eat more nutritious foods, because you can always change a person who wants to change. If a person is happy with who she or he is, then there's no need to change them. So yeah, I would say that it's a 50-50 among people. So I know people who like to change and ask me for advice or seek help elsewhere, and there are people who are just happy the way they are, and yeah, as long as they're happy, I'm happy. And for the other for your listeners who wants to start a fitness career, I would say educate yourself, spend a lot of money, buy courses, buy books, read and learn a lot, because it's all about education. It's all about education. When you have all the right information, because there's a lot of misinformation for free on the internet. There is a reason why the courses and books are not for free, but you need to buy them. You get information that you don't get online for free. So that is my advice. Just invest in yourself, in your education, and it goes for any other subject, not just nutrition or fitness. Invest in yourself. It will pay off in the end. I promise. I don't know one person who invested in themselves and it didn't pay off. So it's either equipment or knowledge or anything. Invest in yourself, people.
Amazing. Good one. Yeah. Last question for you is, this one is about dates. I'm gonna change because you are married, so this one doesn't count for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But just for fun, what was the question?
The question was, what makes you most uncomfortable about dating? So it's not dating anymore. You already?
Okay,
you already
yeah, I'm off the market. So yeah, next one.
Okay, last question is, how would you describe a perfect friendship?
That's a very good one. A perfect friendship. I would say that a perfect friendship is among two people is when they're both supportive of each other. They're not jealous and envious of each other, and they don't compare themselves to the next person or to the person in front of them. So as long as there is true support and true joy to be happy when the other one achieves some kind of success, I think that's true friendship, and those people are very, very rare to find. I have no people who say, oh, I have 20 friends. No, you don't. Most of them are not happy for you, trust me.
That's
The
so
ones
true.
that are really happy for you, and they you can pick on one hand maybe.
Absolutely. And your best friend, they live as well in Bulgaria, or they're back home in Macedonia?
To be honest, I have 2 or 3 best friends, and yeah, one of them is in Macedonia and 2 of them are in Bulgaria. So I don't have many friends. I like to keep it with the true friends, let's say. I like to keep a very small amount of real friends around me. So yeah.
Right. Very good. It's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words. Just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Oh my God, I'm very bad at this one.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Get ready, let's do it.
Okay.
One word for family.
Wife.
One word for money.
Trips.
One word for love.
Wife.
One word for politics.
Balkans.
One word for sex.
Woman.
One word for life.
Health.
Religion.
Christianity. Okay.
Fear.
Sharks.
Really?
Yeah, when I go to any water that is salty, I just stay this deep. I can't go in the deep waters. No, not for me, man.
So those movies like the sharks, you don't like watching?
Oh, I've watched all the documentaries. No, it's not for me, man. Whenever I go into water, I just make sure there is another person between me and the deep, so that person gets it. Yeah. So yeah, I have fear of sharks.
One word for friendship.
Honesty.
Desire.
Vacation.
Okay. Regrets.
Bitcoin.
That's funny. Success.
Independence.
Wish.
Independence.
One word for happiness.
Family.
One word for Bulgaria.
Kingdom. Or tsardom in our language.
Okay. One word for Macedonia.
Food.
One word for nutritionist.
Energy balance. Oh, that's 2 words. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Not a problem.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be. Okay. And the last one now. The alpha and the omega of diets. Your book. One word.
Pride.
Amazing. Okay, let's pretend now I'm going all the way to Bulgaria to meet your lovely wife for a coffee. And I'm going to ask her, tell me the most beautiful thing about Vladi and tell me something that he still needs to work on, to improve on. What your wife would say.
I would say she might say that I'm caring. Let's say that's the one word, and the other one will be a wise ass. Yeah. She thinks that I pretend that I know it all, but yeah.
Amazing. Right,
Yeah.
let's play now, Vladi and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it.
Cool.
Oh my God, I'm scared now. You did like that with your hands, like preparing for the question. Oh my God. Oh my God, let me get ready then. Tell me.
Does it have to be a yes or no question, or can be longer? Okay, have you ever done capoeira?
Oh, that's easy. Oh my God, I'm expecting something very difficult. All right. As I was saying before about Brazilian people, that you know everyone plays football at least once in their lives. Capoeira is the same thing as well. Capoeira,
I know, yeah.
I haven't done professionally, of course, but I've been, you know what I mean. I remember as a young boy, I remember like doing it, you know what I mean, dancing, doing the movements. I remember like it's now again our blood, the way they do, and never done professionally, but oh yes, I remember at school as well. We had classes actually. We had classes sometimes.
Oh, that's amazing.
School, we had classes. We had as well sometimes presentation that we were doing presentations, and I remember. Oh yes, absolutely. Capoeira is something that people they see. It's like it's kind of a dance mixed with like a fire. It's all you know what I mean. It's all connected. It's about moving your body, expressing the movement.
If I may jump in and just describe it as it's a martial art combined with a dance, but filled with positive energy and some good music. You can't see a grumpy capoeira guy. They're all smiling. It's amazing. For your listeners, just visit your nearest capoeira school and enjoy. Just take one class and you'll thank me later.
Capoeira, it's something that when you start doing it, you forget about your problems, you forget about everything. It's like a therapy. You're just there, listen to the music, move yourself, have a good time. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you just go like, wow, that was an amazing experience, for sure.
Agreed. Next question. Okay, just this one. Yeah.
Do I have
What's your most famous traditional Brazilian food, which I may try someday in a Brazilian restaurant?
Right. Okay. Brazilian food, we tend to eat a lot of meat, fish as well. But one of my favorite Brazilian dish, it's called feijoada. Feijoada, it's like feijoada. Nice. It makes with black beans. With some, I can send you the link with like some pictures. I'll send the link for you. So it's a very heavy, like you say about pizza. It's like we eat it on Sundays. On Sundays, it's traditional. We have like all family together. It's like a late brunch, like late lunch. So for sure, you're not gonna have dinner because it's very heavy. It's full of meat. It's a mix of beans. We put some orange on the side with some flour. So it's really cool. It's really nice. But it's a very traditional Brazilian food called feijoada. It's amazing, and it's just like. It's a very Sunday, you know. When I think about feijoada, it brings me memories of my family because you cook
when the
for family.
Get together.
Yeah, but together you get this massive pan. You know what I mean, with a lot of feijoada. That's it's something very traditional for sure. And if people like, I'm sure you know caipirinha. People know if a glass of caipirinha. I know you don't drink alcohol anymore, but people like having feijoada and with caipirinha on the side as well. Very traditional. Vlad, did you have a good time?
Yeah. I can't believe it's over, man. It was a real pleasure. It was very fun.
Thank you so much. Again,
I was kind of nervous before the call, but yeah, it was very relaxing and chill atmosphere. So I'm really hope your listeners are enjoying this.
Oh, thank you so much. No, I appreciate your time. I know nowadays we are so busy with our lives. You know what I mean? I understand, but when somebody takes the time for me, I feel very grateful because I know how we are busy. You know what I mean? I know we are busy, and I feel very, very happy when somebody take the time for, you know what I mean, to share something with me. We just make history now. My God, you are my first guest from Macedonia. I can have like another 1,000 guests. I can have another 1,000 guests. Another
hope you do, my friend.
1,000 of people. But you are the first one. So there you go. You made history in the magic box. But before you go, Vlad, if you can share a positive message or something that you live by.
Well, I would say love your loved ones. Tell them you love them every day. Hug them. that will be my message to your listeners. Just be with your loved ones and be happy.
Amazing. Very good. Regards to your family, to your wife, and keep in touch. Thanks so much for the interview. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Muito obrigado, irmão.
Muito obrigado. Tchau, tchau. Take care.
Tchau, tchau.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.